You know, a monkey, you know, what could he have done? He couldn't have done anything. So it's very smart play by Titan 2, seeing that advantage, and instead of trying to be greedy and maybe put himself at risk for letting a monkey catch up, he said, you know what, I'm just going to expand here. And enough about me talking about that last game while I introduce this real one, or this next one real quick. We are going into game number 3. We have vVv Titan against oGd Torabora. It is going to be a ZVZ here on MLG Shattered Temple, and we do have vVv Titan spawning as the red Zerg. Over here in the 9 o'clock position as the teal Zerg, we have oGd Torabora for binary gaming.
Yeah, and Zerg versus Zerg, one of those matchups where, like, personally, I cringe whenever I have to cast them because, like, it's not that I hate them. They're very, very interesting matchups. They're perhaps one of the most delicate matchups ever, as one round of spawn larva, if you miss one or delay one by 20 seconds, or if you over drone by 2 drones and your opponent has 1 extra baneling, like, it is the most fragile matchup, and it's one of those things where you're almost on edge with the players because you just constantly get to that level of excitement, like, oh. Yeah. So we'll see how this game goes. It is Shattered Temple. It is full cross spawns. There is a lot of walking distance in between these bases, and like every mirror match, you're perhaps going to see it to be very, very even. But wait, what are we going on? We already see a 10 pool coming in from Titan. So Titan opening up with a 10 pool, and this is not going to be the same exact build. What do you make of this?
I think the 10 pool on this map, it's a relatively I wouldn't say risk-free build, but Titan, if we do, you know, think in Titan's head right now, he says, okay, my opponent is not below me. So there's a 50-50 shot. He could be close positions or cross positions. So
well, this is MLG Shattered Temples.
Oh, that is right. That is right. No, you're completely right. So, yeah, just forget everything I said. But I guess luckily for Torabora, he is opening with a pool before a hatchery, and I really don't think this 10 pool will do much. To be honest, it will, you know, it might force him to play defensive, but also Torabora's gas is on the way already. Titan opting to get that queen does not have a gas out yet, so he is going to be late on the speed, but he is building 6 Zerglings right now, and I feel like Titan is going to try to have this do, I think he's banking on this doing a lot of damage, catching his opponent off guard, maybe hoping that Torabora opened the hatch first build, which is not the case. Torabora taking off his gas right as he gets, well, 108 gas, but close enough, so no quick banelingness or anything like that. But Torabora is responding with 6 Zerglings of his own, and Titan getting a drone and actually getting another queen, oddly enough. So going to be interested to see what Titan's follow-up is, as now the wings are heading to the base.
Yeah, the Zerglings are now just going to try to take down 1 or 2 quick drones. Oh, a drone able to barely escape. Natural health regeneration for the win there, as the Zerglings are going to be doing this yin-yang maneuver back and forth. We'll see whether or not it's going to really work out, as the Queen now getting in on the action. And you're right, I don't think Titan's going to really be able to get all too much. The metabolic boost is about to complete, as the hatchery is already now going down. One thing that Titan did have going for him is the fact that he does have those queens down, and he's going for a 3rd queen. All right, I am beyond baffled and confused, as Titan is now going for 3 queens off of 1 hatch. This is something you never, ever see.
I actually think I might have an idea of what he's doing. I believe, if I remember seeing this build before, he gets a 3rd queen, and he actually does an odd push with roaches and uses the queens for extra DPS and transfusion. To help bolster his army up. But yeah, he is getting a 3rd queen. He did get a defensive spawner, and actually he's getting a lair now, so I don't think that what I just said would be the case. Titan proving me all sorts of, you and Titan proved me all sorts of wrong in this game. But yeah, he is getting a fast lair, so I wonder if he's trying to rush mutas. That would be very interesting. But the 3 queens would make sense for that, but no, there goes the roach warden. So okay, I think he's getting the lair for roach speed. So he is going to just rely on these slow wings and 2 queens to hold off the ramp. Meanwhile, Torabora's expansion is up, so he is going to have a larva advantage, no doubt. He is getting an evolution chamber too. His roach warden is already finished. And so I think Titan is just banking on doing a push with I don't know, maybe 12 roaches or so, and just hope that he can catch his opponent over droning, but we do see 3 spine crawlers going up the natural. Definitely not going to help out Titan there.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Titan at all. Titan, he needs to get a little bit more Overlord positioning. You can see that there was Overlord scattered across the map already. An Overlord over here, and the Spine Crawler up on the high ground, quickly getting a nice impale there. Titan was trying to move out with these creep tumors. He may be able to do so in just a moment, and then perhaps do a very, very fast, just a creep highway into his opponent's base. But the roaches are also going to benefit. And one thing we are seeing is we are seeing burrow and glial reconstitution being added. So it will be difficult trying to play whack-a-mole against those roaches. Those roaches are going to be able to regenerate rather quickly, as the queens are now making their way out into the field, and they may be able to snipe down a couple of these overlords.
Yeah, Titan going to be very annoying, going to try to snipe off. He already sniped off one. He is going to get the second one. And this will supply cap, or actually these 2 overlords look like they'll come out for Torbor just in time. But and here he comes now. The creep highway has begun with these overlords, and Titan is going to start pushing. If we look at the unit station, we have 11 roaches, or 13 now for Titan, and only 9 for Torabora. But remember, Torabora does have these 3 spine crawlers, but Titan also has transfuse and also has burrow done. So these roaches are definitely not, gonna lose, to a straight up battle. But Torabora also does not have speed for his roach, but with his creep, it's not really gonna matter. This is gonna come down to an actually supply block now. So now would be a good time for Titan to go in, but he can't see the production tab and everything like we can, so he has no idea. But he is gonna snipe another overlord, and this will make overlord number 4. So Titan can actually potentially hit. Kind of a dangerous timing. He is halting production with anything but overlords for Torabora, now having to make 3 more just to make up.
Yeah, we'll see what these queens are going to do. The queens look like they're returning home, and they didn't get that extra overlord. So that overlord...
Nidus Network.
Yeah, the Nidus Network is coming there, and the Nidus Network will quickly get sniped. An Overseer now being added by Titan as well. So this is still rather strange. Not quite sure what Titan's strategy is at this time, as the queens were temporarily burrowed, and now Titan deciding to macro now by setting up another hatchery. I'm not sure if he saw something that he didn't like while trying to push on his opponent's base. Taking a look at the harvester count, we are 10 minutes into a Zerg game, and there's only 19 harvesters compared to 23. Something just seems really strange and off about this matchup so far.
Wow, this is actually, it's a very unique position because both players have the same number of roaches. Well, now we have 3 more on the way, but it's 19 roaches to 22. And Titan, I think, did a brilliant job expanding there because he did show he has a Nidus network. And the response was all these Zerglings are patrolling the base now, and Torabora made about 7 more roaches, expecting some sort of all-in. But I think he knows that, Titan knows the jig is up, and he is now back to worker production. But as you can see, Titan has a 4... now there we go, has only a 2 worker deficit, which isn't that much, and that's why I say it's so surprising, because the units tab is relatively similar along with the workers tab, with Titan getting such a late expansion. Titan getting 3 spine crawlers of his own here, and Titan actually probably feels in a decent position. I don't know if you noticed that no speed for the roaches of Torabora yet. And while Titan does have speed, he does have burrow, he does have these queens, and actually a spire coming up for Torabora. So I think Torabora is just going to keep feigning pressure with these roaches and keep his map presence aware until he can get mutas out. And this could be very deadly if Titan does not scout it, but he is getting infestors. Titan is, and he looks like he's bringing down his Rockstars there, but look at these 2 queens at the natural. So much energy. If its attack did come, they have enough for, 6 transfusion each, which is... Yeah, it's almost 6 more roaches.
I actually think it's 4 transfusions each. So
maybe my math is bad.
Yeah, your math is bad.
My math is terrible.
Yeah, I'll be the Asian. Yeah, my math is better.
No, that's definitely true.
So anyways, the infestation pit is more than halfway done on the pathogen glands. We should start to see some infestors. You can see that Titan is sitting on a large amount of gas, about 600 gas with 300 minerals. He should be able to start pumping out those infestors in just a minute, as I believe a changeling just got taken down somewhere across the map. And we'll see what Titan really tries to do here. I know that Titan really likes macro games, and it makes a lot of sense if you think about it. Titan's opening was kind of feigning that he was not going to go for a macro game, but really he's not too far behind at all. You can see the Overseer once again poking its head inside. You know, the Spire is all the key tech is in the main base here, and that Nidus network, yeah, just forcing a lot of those Zerglings to be everywhere at once to make sure that a worm doesn't pop up and do a lot of damage.
Yeah, and Titan did see the Spire. He immediately threw down an Evolution Chamber. So I'm sure Spore Crawler should be coming up, but the Mutas of Torabora are out, and his own infestation pit is about halfway done. He is getting level 1, and Titan quickly trying to hoard back all of his overlords. He could lose a massive amount of overlords here, which it looks like he's going to. He's lost 1, he's lost 2. There's a pack of 3 right here. There's 3 more heading back to the base. Titan coming with infestors. He can actually get a good fungal growth. Oh, gets 5 of the Mutalisks and the fungal growth, and does not get the others, but he does take out 2 of them or almost 2 of them. Takes out 1 with the queen, and there's a transfusion on I believe one of the infestors. So Titan holding out that pressure, and it looks like that was all the Mutalisks that Torabora wanted to make right now. His 3rd base is going up. He is getting 9 more drones, so and he's already at a 6 worker lead. So hopefully, you know, if Titan doesn't overreact, he should be somewhat safe, but he is going to fall behind on the worker count for a bit. Level 1 weapon or missile attack for Titan is going down, along with 4 more infestors. So Titan looks like he's going to go into a Roach Infestor army against this Roach Delayed Infestor army, which could be bad for Torabora. As you know, you can see again in the units tab, the roaches are about the same, but 6 more infestors for Titan. 6 fungal growths at least. Some of these infestors will have enough for 2 once they get there. And I think if Titan decides to push now, and actually here comes some mutants to try to pick this up. Oh, a nice fungal growth on all of them. You could chain fungal those if he wants, and it looks like that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, gonna go ahead and chain fungal growth. Oh, able to catch off 3 more. Once again, I think 1 more fungal growth will take him down. And Bora going to lose. Oh, a Mutalisk sitting at 3 hit points. Is it just gonna stand there? I believe so. Getting very, very lucky. Dropping some Infested Terran. Not quite sure what this is all about. Burrow on the Infestor, and then the Infested Terrans have done their job. Roaches are now moving out as well. Currently, we're sitting on a 63 versus 54 drone count in favor of Torabora. So Torabora definitely has a slight economic lead. More Roaches are now pushing in. The Roaches are not upgraded. Meanwhile, Titans are not upgraded either. And we are now going into the Crackling upgrade. Roaches, oh, hitting a very, very nasty fungal growth there. But Titan does have Burrow, so he should be able to regenerate all of that damage rather quickly. I believe it's 5 hit points a second, so 6 seconds. If you don't account for natural regeneration, that might tip it over and make it just a little bit faster, as both players are now running off of 3 bases. And we're now 18 minutes into this battle, and there really hasn't been any serious engagement.
Yeah, look at that. Ultralisk Cavern went down, and it is finished. So very quick Ultralisk Cavern. He is getting melee level 2 and adrenal glands. So I think, and there he goes, Chitin's plating is being upgraded, and we do have 3 Ultralisks on the way. So definitely going to be an Ultralisk Ling army. And I believe that Torabora will feel comfortable. He is getting a macro hatch now, so I don't think he plans on expanding after this 4th base down here is done. He is going to go into probably some heavy 4-base type play here. But again, China's planning is on the way, 4 Ultras on the way. Just more infestors for Titan. He is getting ventral sacks. And now getting armor. His roaches are 1-0. And another spine crawl going up. But that is at his 3rd base. And I really don't think Titan is going to see this Ultralisk switch come. I really don't think he sees it coming at all. And look at this creep spread actually going all the way down almost to the 4th. But Torabora deciding to move out, and Titan actually, it might have been a mistake, didn't have the watchtower, so he's not going to see this army until now. And we have all these spine crawlers made. These ones not burrowed yet, and it looks like Torbor's going to go in for it, actually backing off seeing all this, so he's not actually going to take those down, while Titan is in fact taking his gold base. And we do have some Zerglings coming into the third, and actually that queen, oh, very nice burrow, so Titan is going to save that queen.
Yeah, so this is just a really rather strange play so far. Oh, another burrow coming in there. That queen able to barely stay alive. The backdoor rocks have been destroyed, as you mentioned. Bora does have a couple of Mutalisks over there as well, and still no one has really engaged at all. Bora finally up to 200. Titan should get there in just a moment, as the Zerglings are now going to try to do another run by. There is 2 roaches and a 1 very low hit point queen, and this is not good news at all. The queen is going to quickly burrow as the infestors are now coming in. A fungal growth hitting off onto those Mutalisks. Another fungal growth. Some infested Terrans would be good. Roaches are now pushing in, but Ultralisk now coming in through the front door. Spine crawlers do have a little bit of space in between each of them, so that the splash damage is going to be minimalized, as the roaches are now going to try to push in and engage. This game is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I honestly think Torobor could have focused down that third if he didn't run his Lings back during this attack, but I think he had them on a hotkey with his army and told them to attack in. But now, oh, Torobor's army actually trapped, and his Ultras can't get to the front of the army because of the roaches are stuck there. And Titan, actually, this battle is so odd that Titan, I think, is going to come out at top. But Torobor does have 4 more Ultralists in production, but I really don't think that battle went as well as Torobor wanted. Another big batch of Lings going straight to the third, but I don't think Titan cares. He's just going to go right for the throat, I believe, of Torobor. He has a lot. Wow, he has 20 Infestors right now. And actually, Titan is going to come back. He does lose his third, unfortunately. So, and oh, his gold did get destroyed or canceled. I did not notice if it finished or not before that attack. And Torobor might actually climb his way, back to the game. Not that he was out, but that battle definitely did not go his way. His fourth is actually up, and it has decent mineral saturation. His third is still up, and it has complete saturation. So Titan, I definitely feel like he has to make a move here soon.
Yeah, Titan does have the larger army, and more importantly, he has the larger gas army. And Titan, with a lot of low hit point infestors, the longer you can keep them alive, the more times they're able to cast that fungal growth, and the fungal growth and the infested Terrans, the better they're going to be. But it's really going to come down to what's going to happen here as the 2 Overseers get caught out of position. They do not have the pneumatized carapaces, so they are just going to get picked out of the sky. And oh, in comes a fungal growth. So Ouroboros coming back with a trick play of his own, as perhaps the Mutalisk will be able to get some damage onto some of those infestors. A little bit of Glaive Worm action, taking one of them down, as the very low hit point Mutalisks are now pushing their way in and able to pick off even more. This is rather strange, as now there's a battle at the 6 o'clock position.
Yeah, and here we go. Now we have all the Ultras up front this time, not being blocked out. And just, oh my gosh, a whole bunch of Infested Terran coming out. I don't know if the DPS will be enough, but man, look at all the Infested Terran. And actually, Torobora smartly running away, because Infested Terrans are, they're pretty slow. So Titan gonna pull back, absolutely, or Torobora, and actually Titan did get all those Infestors, and look at this, Force Corruptors out. Greater Spire is done, so definitely Torobor does have the option to go Broodlords if he wants to. But Mutas did go to the 4th base. I did not catch that, and there are almost no drones here, 2 left. And I don't really think Torobor has the gas to continue supporting Ultralists as well. And actually, oh, these 2 Ultralists are going to get caught out of position, and they're going to be free kills here pretty much, as Titan is coming in. And I think Torobor is kind of cracking under the pressure, but Titan's third is only halfway done. He ended up not getting his gold, decided to go kind of all in, I guess. But now here comes another battle, more infested Terrans coming up, and Torobor just doesn't have that much. All he's producing right now is Lings, which isn't really going to help against these. Oh, and he has kind of a bad rally. He loses a lot of Lings. Oh, and his rally is still off. These Lings just running into suicide. And look at all these Corruptors that Torobor has that he can't do anything with. Titan did cut meter production, and he just does not have the gas to make Broodlords. And I think Titan actually might end up coming back to win this game, as 4 more Ultras are in production. But this army from Titan, he can just pull back after he kills this third. And actually, oh, the third of Titan was killed off by these Lings. I'm trying to keep up with everything, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up everything on the minimap. But now both Both players down to 2 base at the 27-minute mark. This is probably the oddest ZVZ I've ever seen.
Yeah, this is definitely the oddest ZVZ I've ever seen, as the Zerglings are now trying to come back into the action. Titan can easily just constantly transfusing the hatchery. Hatchery getting a lot of love. Roaches are now pushing in, and Roaches also doing that whack-a-mole, burrowing at just the right time of fungal growth, taking down the rest of those Zerglings. And I'm really surprised that Titan has not invested in tunneling claws. When you're going to have an army of over 25 Roaches and have Burrow, you want to keep your Roaches alive, so not quite sure why he didn't invest in that tunneling clause. And both players essentially down to either long-distance mining or only 2 mineral patches, and this is definitely one of the strangest games. We're down to 38 Harvesters versus 31, and I really don't know who has the lead right now.
You know, it's odd to say, as you said, Tor Bora only has 2 mineral patches as natural, but oddly enough, Titan still has all 8. Remember, he took his minerals, or he took his natural base so late, and I think he's had last saturation on it, that these mineral patches, you know, 300 on one of them, 600 on another 300 on another. He still has a lot of income here, but it's going to be these Broodlords that are, if Tor Bora wins the game, I think these are going to be the reason why he now has 6 of them. So Broodlord Ultralist army, pretty scary army, and it's gonna, I think, come down to this battle. It's just gonna be, I think we're just gonna see Titan. He did make 6 more infestors. Look at all these infestors, and actually bringing drones with them. Don't really know what that's about. I guess to kind of buffer damage, but it's just gonna be Titan is just gonna spam that F button, I believe, is the infested Terran hotkey, and try to get as many infested Terrans out of here. But here comes the battle. The Roaches are coming in, and look at all these. He does have a lot of infested Terrans already being morphed in. He's going to take out the Surge, and here comes the big battle, and Titan sees those Overseers, and look at this. All these infested Terrans, the Roaches can't really reach the Ultras right now, so all the infested Terrans are dying, actually. And Titan, actually targeted down these Broodlords, and they are all going down very, very quickly. Tor Bora has no army left, and these are just so many infested Terrans. I think this game is over. Yeah,
it's just mass infested Terran in this Terran versus Zerg, and there's the GG. And I still don't know what to make of this game. I want to do a recap for you, but
yeah, that was the craziest ZVZ, and we were talking at the beginning how it was, you know, so dreadful, you know, to kind of watch, but man, that was a very, very back and forth exciting game.